Dobro večer, Divine Pisces, 222. Clear. It is Tuesday, March 30th, 2021. I'm going to do an energy check-in, union update, collective reading. I know I posted a couple of times today. I am going to go ahead. I'm doing the live coaching sessions. I've gone ahead and set a date. The date is Saturday, April 24th. Okay, it's going to be at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I've already had a couple of people actually ask me about different time zones, and I would love to do one for people who are in like maybe the Eastern Hemisphere or something of that nature. Like if you're +6 or more from Eastern Standard Time, send me an email, because if I get enough people interested, I will do a separate session for those people. Otherwise, if you're able to join us on the 24th, that would be awesome. So just check it out. I'm going to link the where to sign up on my description page, or I'm sorry, my description box below. But just so you know, it is up on my my website, on my shop. Okay, so www.divinepisces222.com/shop. And it's the top one. Okay, so it's what it's gonna be at least an hour, and maybe more depending. Okay, for $22. Now keep in mind, an hour with me one-on-one spiritual coaching is like $88. Okay, so $22 is a huge discount, plus you get to connect with other people in your soul group. And it's like we're gonna have like a group session. We'll start with a meditation, pull a couple of cards, and then we'll just go from there and see how it goes. Okay, clear. Really excited to do this, guys, because this, I think, is where my mission is fully headed. Obviously coaching, helping people overcome their fears, their anxieties, helping overcome their blocks, helping to clear karma. And this can relate to anything. It doesn't have to necessarily be just your spiritual journey. Okay, like, I can help you overcome career blocks or things like that. It's all about that energy, and it's all about manifesting. And sometimes you just need somebody to kind of help you, like to, maybe give you some tough love, so to speak, because, I'm the queen of that. Like, I don't sugarcoat anything. I'm going to tell you exactly what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. Okay, and I know sometimes it can be harsh, and I've had people tell me that, but then after the fact, they're like, you know what, thank you, because, this is what I needed to hear. And that's what you need, right? Sometimes you just need somebody who's objective and who can just feel it out with you, right? And so that's what I do. Also, just another tidbit, okay, I am also a Beachbody coach, so, stuff like that, I'm really starting to take control of my own health and my own fitness level and things like that, and I used to do it a lot, way before, like, my divorce started and all that. I danced, I did all this stuff, and it helped me stay grounded, and I kind of fell off of that, and I know how that goes, guys. So getting back on the wagon, sometimes it's difficult. Sometimes you just need somebody to be there to kind of help you, to coach you through that. Clear. So any questions about that, let me know. But yeah, I want to do this full time, guys. I really do. And I'm taking steps to do that. Like, I'm starting to just say, this is what it is. This is my manifest. This is what I'm manifesting. And I'm putting this out. And so that's when the things started coming to me. I was like, yes, I need to do the spiritual coaching. I need to do that. I need to do sessions. And if it becomes as popular as I'm pretty sure it's going to be, I'm going to start doing this fairly regularly. Maybe once a week. Okay, and eventually may be able to have larger groups, depending, or 2 or 3 sessions per day, depending on time zones. Okay, so just, yeah, I'm really excited. Okay, so energies wise, I really this full moon has just made people absolutely crazy. And people have lost their minds anyway. People have just lost their damn minds. Let's be honest. People have lost their minds. Clear. Like, just going out in public right now, you just kind of look around and go, what is this? I just, at this point, all I can do is laugh, because, less lines on the face and burns more calories. So, I'm all about laughing. But, it has to come to a point where you just look at your own life and go, okay, like, what do I need? What do I need here? Not what do I want, what do I need? And I feel like energetically, I feel like what's really happening though is people are just so frustrated. People are so inundated with the BS that they're surrounded by, the BS that they see, the feeling literally caged like animals, some in your own home, some, you know, in your own city, some, you know, some cities are incredibly strict with a lot of things, and you literally feel like you're rattling at the cages you cannot get out. I cannot get out, the starling said, right? I cannot get out. And people are so frustrated that they are lashing out. They're lashing out at others around them. I mean, with the society the way it is and how disconnected we are now, we can't even like hug our loved ones apparently. You know, things like that, like, you know, human interaction. It's stripping away our humanity. We don't see each other as human anymore. We don't see each other as people anymore. And I stated this on a while back, like back when I was still at my apartment. I was, you know, the interview that was coming through, it was very disturbing to me. Like just how narcissistic and sociopathic our society is becoming because we don't see each other as people anymore. Okay? And when we don't see each other as people, we think we can treat them any way we want. Okay? I worked 5 years in a call center. When someone doesn't have a face, they can treat you any way they want. Right? Right. Okay. So this whole idea, we don't have a face, we don't have a soul, we don't have humanity, we aren't people, we're robots, okay? And people are so frustrated, it's like we're lashing out. We're lashing out. There are people, I can't even watch the news now, but I did see a story, there are 16-year-olds that are carjacking people. Why? Like what? You know, stuff like that. It's like, it just makes you look at, literally, just look at society and go, what the heck's happening right now? Okay. But so knowing that as we do, knowing that people are lashing out, people are going to project, people are going to deflect because they don't want to deal with their own stuff. They're being forced to. They're being forced to deal with their own stuff. Just like when the whole lockdowns and everything started happening, people who were forced, literally forced to stay at home, whether because they lost their job or they're working from home or they couldn't leave because of lockdowns, whatever, you were forced to deal with your stuff. We saw like how many divorces happened in 2020. Okay. Mine was on the way out anyway. Mine doesn't count. But like, you know, people who were forced to have to deal with their stuff and they didn't want to deal with it. So we had suicides, we have mental health issues, we have just the gambit there, because people don't want to deal with their stuff. They'd rather somebody else deal with it. Like we treat our celebrities and our political figures and our, you know, I guess our even our royalty, our people who are in like the spotlight, we treat them as gods. Think about that. Like we give our power away to these people when we put on them. Like they show us, oh, this is the way things should be. And we're like, oh, yeah, let me follow this. And so we try to do everything like they do, but we're not them, right? That's why reality TV, I think, is so toxic. You know, that's cool if you watch it, that's fine. But please understand it's fiction. It's not real, guys. Reality TV, it's not real. It's not real. Okay? Unplug for a second. If you know it's fiction and you watch it for the entertainment value, great, that's awesome, cool, whatever, do you, boo-boo. But there are people who actually watch these people and try to live like these people. It takes away your ability to look at yourself and deal with your stuff. And that's what it's designed to do, is to distract you from you. You're too busy trying to be like somebody else. You're too busy trying to please someone else. You're too busy literally just putting on that illusion, that facade, that mask, whatever you want to call it, every single day for a paycheck, or to make someone like you, or to make your marriage work. Think about this for a second. So what do you do when you don't want to deal with your stuff? You deflect. You project onto other people. That's what you do. And so those of us who are awakened and know that this is what's happening, a lot of us are targets because you know, especially if you're an empath, okay, you are naturally going to be a magnet for people who don't want to deal with their stuff. They're going to be like, ooh, an empath. Let me throw my stuff on them. They'll deal with it. See, there's a difference between being the empath who says, yes, let me take on your burdens for you. You are willingly letting that person know that you're basically signing a temporary contract. Let me take on your burdens for you. Okay? You'll feel better. I'll purge it for you this one time, whatever. Okay? But then you have people who don't know how to shut that off. The empaths who don't know how to shut that off, and you have people just throwing their stuff at you. That's why I couldn't go to malls, because I was completely surrounded by energy. Like people, I want. I need. I don't have. Stuff like that. Okay? So don't let people do that to you. Okay? If you're a person who, especially who works with the public, you know, health workers, food service, retail, whatever, customer service, big one, you are constantly surrounded by people who are going to throw their stuff at you because they're dealing with something that's stressful, right? And we've all been those people. We've all been that person. I know I've been that person. I catch myself, I'm like, sorry. I'm not trying to be that person. I get it. I work in customer service. I get it, right? We've all been that person. But it's when you recognize you don't have to take on that person's burden. Clear. Okay? You don't have to do that. Send it back. Okay? You don't have to be mean about it. You don't have to be inhumane about it. But you don't have to deal with it either. Loving yourself means loving yourself enough to say no. That means saying no sometimes, even to those who you love. Okay? It's like when we have children, okay? We have children, they want something. They want it so bad. Wah. But, you know, as parents, sometimes you have to step in and be like, no, that's something that's not good for you, or you don't need that, or I can't afford it, whatever, however you want to word that. Do you need that? You know, or you see your child doing something that you know is going to hurt them, right? And so what do? Don't do that. You're going to hurt yourself. Now, sometimes kids do it anyway, and then they end up hurting themselves, and that's when you can be that parent and be like, I told you so, right? Assuming they're not bleeding and not having to take them to the hospital, in which case you're just losing your mind, right? But you know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes you have to say no. Sometimes you have to say no. Sometimes you have to put up your boundaries. But at the same time, you can't make somebody drink. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. Okay? So, that being said, light workers, it is not your responsibility. It is not your responsibility to wake someone up forcibly. Okay? You might be there to plant the seed. You might be there to help influence. You might be there to spread truth. You might be there to catalyze. You might be there to coach when, you know, somebody is ready to talk. But you don't have to be so frustrated because someone else doesn't see it. That's on them. Clear. Okay? That is on them. So don't take it on you. All right? That is on them. Okay. So, let's see. As far as masculine, feminine goes, I'm still feeling masculine in a bit of deflection mode. A little bit. I do feel some self-loathing kind of coming in a little bit. I don't know what that's about. Some of them are really regret. Like, I know last reading I did, masculine was kind of kicking himself for a situation that he spent so much time in, putting so much effort and energy in. Not sure whether it was worth it to stay or to get out, kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place. Right now, I really feel masculine's just hating himself right now. clear. Hating who he is, hating who he's become because of a particular situation. I do feel feminine kind of falling into that trap of wanting to take on these things for masculine to help him. Now, you can help, but understand you cannot do it for him, okay? You can't. You just can't, okay? He's got his own lessons to learn. He's got his own karma to clear. You cannot do it for him. Can you help? Of course. Can you be a shoulder to cry on or an ear to listen? Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, don't shut him out. If you're comfortable, you know, letting him let out what he needs to let out without taking on what he's throwing at you, do it. If you're at that level with your counterpart, do it. Okay? Now, if you're at the level with your counterpart where your counterpart just literally sits there and drains you and you feel like shit afterwards, don't. Deal with your shit, honey. No, I'm loving myself right now. I'm saying no. Okay? All right, so let's do overall energies. This is interesting to me because I actually met somebody today while I was working who, maybe she's watching my channel. That'd be cool. Who is also spiritually inclined, spiritually awakened, very strong empath, intuitive. And we started talking about these things, and then I just happened to mention I had a YouTube channel and that I do spiritual coaching and stuff like that. And started talking about signs. So, first one out is pay attention to signs. Boom. There you go. Somebody is trying to tell you something. Spirit's up here like, yeah, come here. Over here. You're looking over here. Why are you looking over here? I'm right here. Here's your path. It looks dark right now, but you have the light. You can navigate this just fine. I've got your back. Don't worry about it. Come here. And then this came up last time, self-love. This is the path to self-love. It looks dark, it looks murky. Maybe you might have to deal with some inner child stuff. Nobody likes dealing with it. But maybe you have to. You have to go through some darkness before you find the light. But then you realize you had the light the whole time. Right? That's how that works. Okay? So again, self-love, loving yourself enough sometimes to say no, but also to say yes. I trust you. I trust me. I love me. Okay? Some powerful stuff, guys. All right, so let me take a look at feminine first. And guys, I think, again, and I'm going to revisit this, and I've said this before, where love doesn't necessarily mean acquiescence. No, does not mean acquiescence. Okay. Acquiescence a lot of times leads to abuse. Okay. Acquiesce if it makes sense. Acquiesce if you know it's not going to hurt anyone, okay, including yourself. But don't acquiesce just because you profess to love someone. Okay, because they'll use that against you every time, whether they realize they're doing it or not. They're going to keep doing it. Okay, you have to set up your boundaries. All right, so feminine. Okay, these are really powerful cards for feminine, and I know that this has been coming for feminine for a while. These new beginnings coming for feminine, like new doors opening, new paths opening. Source literally showing you, here's what you do next. You know, so just the fact, okay, just make this simple. Assurance, new beginnings, and healing. That. Over here, I'm showing you the way here. Trust me, assurance. Self-love, healing. Okay, so feminine, you are being shown the way right now. You are being shown the way right now. You just have to trust it. Okay? You have to trust it. Trust it. It's here. It's right in front of you. What are you so worried about? If you know Source has your back, you know you trust yourself, you know you trust your intuition, where's the fear? The new beginning is right there. Take it. Take it. Okay? All those of you who have been really focusing on your healing work, some of you have been focusing so much on your healing work, feeling like you have to fix yourself. You don't have to fix anything. That's not what healing means. That's not what healing means. Okay? Some of you have been so focused on trying to fix yourself that you're missing the opportunities that are ahead of you. You're missing them because you're so wrapped up in trying to fix something that isn't broken. You're not broken. You're not broken. Who told you you were broken? There's nothing wrong with you. We're all a little crazy sometimes. Doesn't mean there's something wrong with you. Okay? So, feminine here in the cards. Wow. First card we got out. This is beautiful. Love. And see, this is what I'm talking about, feminine. Okay? And look at that. This is kind of like this is kind of like the Strength card. So you have Leo energy coming in here, but then you have the pillars, okay? So twins, the twin flames. So some of you, this is regarding your counterpart, okay? Your counterpart loves you. Some of you have new love coming in. Some of you, this is about you still, the self-love stuff, okay? But some of you, this is actually about your, if you're in a twin flame connection or a soulmate connection or divine counterpart, whatever you want to call it, okay? It's there. It's already there. You've been trying to focus on something that isn't, again, you're trying to focus on fixing something that isn't broken. The love's already there. It's already within you. Okay? And Queen of Water in reverse, yeah. Some of you just, you've been very sensitive. Feminine has been very hypersensitive. Feminine has been very much in her fifis to the point where it's like somebody makes a wrong move and you just, it's gone. Like, what happened to feminine? She's lost her, right? Okay. Some of you, this is pertaining to your counterpart. Some of you, your counterpart has been triggering the shit out of you. But so you just have to, you got to bring that into balance, feminine. Okay. Again, some of you have been so focused on that, on your feelings, on trying to fix something. Like you feel like for some reason you're so triggered that something's coming up that's needing to be healed, and that's great that needs to be healed. Okay. But it doesn't mean you're broken. You don't have to sit there in that cycle over and over again. What's wrong with me? Why don't I deserve love? Why don't I deserve good things? Yada yada yada. Well, that's what keeps you stuck. Is your thought process. The self-defeating thought processes. Right? That's what keeps you in a negative cycle. Is the negativity going around and around and around in a circle. And man, once it sparks, it is so difficult to stop. Especially if you're around other people who are in that same energy. You feed on each other. You just do. You feed on each other. So maybe if your counterpart's been in that energy, you're in that energy, you're cycling it back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Or if you're in a toxic situation at work or at home or whatever, just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Right? So, yeah, that being said, like you... I feel like some of you, this is a miscommunication. It's a huge miscommunication that has triggered this. Big one, like a big one. And I don't mean like just a slip of the tongue or anything like that. I feel I'm getting like full on, like for days and weeks, it's like this communication breakdown that you're having with somebody or even with yourself. Maybe there's some sort of disconnect with what you see and what you feel. Okay. Some of you are not understanding the messages you're getting from Source. Some of you are getting feel like you're getting mixed signals and you're not able to really decipher what it is that Source is trying to show you with these signs that are coming in. Okay. If that's the case, do some third eye clearing, whatever. I do offer clearings, things like that, but you can also do them on YouTube. Okay. Like with binaural beats and stuff like that. You know, if you need something more targeted, definitely see me. But, you know, I feel like a lot of you just need some clarity. Okay? Yeah. Queen of Earth. Yeah, some of you, this definitely is a 3D issue. Some of you, this has to do with money. Maybe some of you are having doubts or fears or arguments about money right now. So I mean, that's the thing, though, is you're holding yourself in that anti-abundance energy by worrying about the money, okay? But some of you also, this is a karmic issue, okay? So Queen of Earth or Queen of Pentacles usually signifies to me a female or feminine energy that's a karmic or a karmic cycle or something of that nature. So feminine, I feel, dealing maybe with some mommy issues herself. Some of you are parents, some of you are mothers, some of you are fathers, whatever. But some of you, this definitely is a deeper thing. This is like ancestral stuff that's coming up right now too. So some of you are still dealing with clearing that ancestral stuff either from a mother or a grandmother or ancestor, something of that nature that's coming down that wasn't completed, that has been put onto you. You don't have to complete that. You do not have to complete someone else's karma. That is not what you are here for. Okay? They have karma to clear. They have something to complete that they did not complete. They will come back to complete that. You don't have to do that. You can say no. Say no. Okay? Some of you, this has to do with a karmic. Okay? Whether you're karmic or your counterpart's karmic. And you can have more than one karmic. I know I do. And wow, look, boom, there you go, High Priestess, so feminine energy coming in here. So again, it's kind of like feminine versus the karmic. Again, how many times have we seen this dynamic right here? It's the feminine versus the karmic. All the time, right? But honestly, some of you, this could have to do with your counterpart's karmic. This could have to do with the, you know, and these experiences, sometimes you take them with a grain of salt, but sometimes they're pretty disturbing. Like, I know, you know, as far as karmics go, that you know, sometimes they do appear. It's really strange. It's like they appear in places other than, like they'll appear in the astral or something like that. Because you have karma to clear with those people too, with those souls. It's not just your counterpart. So you have karma to clear with them too. You have a contract to clear with them too. Okay, feminine? Wow. All right, feminine. All right, let's see what's going on with masculine. Flames the twins. Flames the twins. Twin flames. So yeah, masculine really feeling the connection right now. I do feel that, absolutely. Some of them are still having a hard time coming to terms with the connection itself, but they are feeling this particular collective group that I'm picking up on masculine wise. They actually are finding that faith in the connection itself. Okay. So some of them have been lashing out. Some of them have been lashing out maybe to feminine, okay? But I really do feel, as far as this goes, like a lot of masculines are turning to spirituality. A lot of this past 3 months, the masculines have been moving into more of a spiritual energy. Like, I just feel a lot have been waking up. A lot have been kind of going through some major towers that have made them test themselves, or that has tested their faith, that has tested their resolve. And that's kind of where they're at right now. Some of them are really just craving partnership. So some of them, those that have been maybe not in communication with feminine, you might start seeing that communication again. Some of them that had disconnected. Maybe you're actually in union with your masculine, and they've disconnected from you. They're craving that connection again. Okay, some of them, they had to disconnect for a minute because they had to find themselves. They found they were getting too dependent, too codependent on the connection itself. Maybe on the energy that feminine is sending them, or even just the connection itself. okay? Sometimes, like, if you're with somebody, and I get this, like, you get into that limerence stage, you want to spend every waking moment with somebody, but then you kind of neglect the things that you need to do because you're with that person, stuff like that. So I feel like a lot of masculines had to disconnect because they were finding themselves too needy. They were feeling too needy. Some of them, it might have been maybe feminine was too needy, but in reality it was like they were too needy, and they were seeing it in feminine. They didn't like that. Okay, so some of them are coming back though. They're just like, okay, I just needed a break, I'm coming back, I'm good, right? But at the same time, yeah, masculine's also been holding his abundance hostage, and a lot of them are very confused by this too. Some of them have been manifesting like crazy, or trying to manifest. They've been putting that energy at work, but it's like they've been manifesting the wrong things. They haven't been manifesting the abundance that they want. And this is interesting too, because we have 2 of Earth, or 2 of Pentacles. So this, to me, it's like they're juggling, like they're literally trying to keep that energy going, but at the same time, it's not going anywhere, right? But also, with the whole idea of the karmic coming in. So some of them, this is a karmic situation. This is a karmic situation that they are trying to, some of them they're trying to rectify. Some of them, it's a karmic situation they're trying to fix, or they're trying to clear. Whatever that may be, a person, a job, an addiction, whatever, or, a family member. But it's like, some of it is they don't want to be in the situation anymore, regardless if they resolve it or if they leave it. You see what I'm saying? They just know they don't want to be there, wherever they are now. All right? So I do feel some communication, again, coming in, guys, and I said this before, some communication coming in, okay? So some of you who have not been in communication with your masculine, I do feel communication is coming. It's coming, okay? And I feel like it's going to be kind of testing the waters a little bit, okay? Kind of, I almost feel like masculine is just kind of like, masculine's kind of like, hey, you okay? Kind of want to talk to you, but I'm not sure how you're going to receive me. That kind of like very like almost timid energy, like, hey, can I talk to you? Hi, that kind of stuff coming in. It's kind of weird. It's like a very put off energy. Like, he's kind of in that put off mode, so he's expecting feminine to be, and feminine's kind of like, why are you doing that? What? Why are you touching me? Stuff like that. Yeah, so, I mean, I really do feel that, like, masculine's really wanted to come in. But he's kind of holding himself back from that communication right now. So some of them may actually come in, like, communication-wise, like in the 3D. Text message, actually, come to your house. Some of them are stalking, just so you know, they are stalking. Some of them are stalking, okay? But those of you who are in communication, or at least, maybe some of you are actually together with your counterpart. Maybe you've just had a breakdown in communication lately, and they're wanting to just come in and be like, you know what? Let's stop. Let's just start over. Let's have communication again. It's like they're trying to find the words to say, I'm sorry. Right? Right? But at the same, yeah. So it's like this, the fact you got journey here for the masculine, and you also had, you had the, where is it? New beginnings, new beginnings for feminine. I do feel that that's for both masculine and feminine. The new beginnings definitely coming, and that could be with each other again, though. Okay, so take it as it resonates. Like, some of you do have somebody new coming in, and that's where your new beginning is. Some of you have a new opportunity coming in, that's where your new beginning is. Some of you is your masculine coming in, some feminine coming in, whatever. And that's what's going to lead you down the path that you need. That's the sign that you've been looking, whatever. Like, there's something that's going to click here, and it has to do with masculine specifically, okay? Yeah. Yeah. Now, this is interesting to me. Now, some of you, those of you who are in union, or you are with your counterpart or whatever, your counterpart is, your masculine is helping you. right now, helping you on your journey. That's what they're doing right now. They're kind of helping you down the path that you want to go. You know what you want, but they're kind of there to just kind of encourage you and support you and bring you into that confidence that you need to manifest the things you want. Like some of you look at your masculine, those who are with your masculine, look at your masculine really as literally as like a counselor. Tell me what I should do here. Like I know what I want, but I need a practical approach to this, right? That's what we're talking about with the balance. You have to have a balance of both. You need a balance spirituality. You need a balance with the 3D as well. So masculine, feminine, right? I know this is true for me in KOC. Like sometimes I look at KOC like, I don't want to make a decision. Help me make a decision because I need a practical approach, right? Because where I'm at right now is not practical. I know what I want and I know what I'm projecting, but I need to know the steps to take to get there, right? So you know, some of you, that's what it is. Some of you are looking at your masculine as a counselor, literally, and they're stepping into that role. So, again, a couple of different kind of mishmash of collectives I'm picking up with the masculines. But overall, the energy I'm getting from masculine is that they are coming into a more of a strong masculine, actually like masculine role that they're stepping into, their actual role. Not this put on faux masculine crap that we've had for the last couple of years, at least since I've been doing this. All right, so let's take a look at connecting energies. Wow. So again, connecting energies can be the energies between masculine and feminine for sure. But it can be about your connection, but it can also be about the collective energies, okay? So take it as it resonates. So what I'm seeing here, again, this is manifestation written all over it. So this entire reading has been nothing but manifestation, right? So we have spirals of manifestation and free from judgment, free to love. So this is huge. This is huge. Because right now I feel like just as a... as a collective, we are so tired of being judged for who we are, right? But what's happening is we're kind of putting ourselves into this victim mode. That why do I deserve to be judged? Why blah, 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 blah. Free from judgment literally means you're not judging yourself either. Don't judge yourself for your past. Don't judge yourself for actions that you took, maybe that you regret. No regrets. No regrets. You are who you are because of those decisions. It has brought you to where you are now. Love yourself. Free from judgment, free to love. So when you drop the judgments, you can love, right? You love yourself and you love someone else. Don't judge somebody else for their past. Their past made them who they are now. Without that experience, they wouldn't be who they are now. Why are you judging? Okay, did they learn the lesson? Did you learn the lesson? Good, move on, right? So once we release that negativity, once we release the things that are holding us back or the karma or whatever it is, because this is a double meaning, free from judgment, but free from karma, then you can manifest. Those are the things that's the energy you have to be in to manifest, is the positive energy, this law of attraction. Act as if and you will have. If you act as if you regret everything about your life and you hate your life, you're going to hate your life. Duh. Right? Yeah. Makes sense to me. Wow, I love when I get 3. So 9 of coins, so abundance. Again, some of you are literally looking like you're just, it's like I mean, manifestation's good, like, you know, putting out the energy of the things that you want, but you have to understand you don't want those things. You have those things. When you want those things, it puts it in an energy of not being able to retain or to actually reach it. It puts it out of reach because you're wanting it. You're in the energy of wanting, you will always want. What did I just say? Okay? So, in the mirror here, reflect on that. Reflect on that for a second. Have you been in an energy of wanting? Have you been in an energy of needing? Okay? 8 of Cups in reverse and Ace of Cups in reverse. Yeah, it's like, some of you, this is what you've been refusing to walk away from, is this energy. You're comfortable in this energy. This is all you know, maybe. Is comfortable in this wanting energy. Now, okay. Some people confuse needing with being hungry. Like being hungry for something and like putting out that energy and working towards something, that's a good thing. But when you're in an energy of, oh, everybody has what I want, negative. That's a negative thought process. You don't want to be there, okay? Because it takes you out of self-love. That's what it does. It takes you out of self-love. Puts you in an energy of self-loathing because you don't have, right? You don't have, so therefore you're not worthy. Do you see where I'm going with this? Two of Wands. So right now it's like literally Source is calling you to action. It's calling you to get out of that energy, moving you into a space that you're ready to go through those doors because the door is right there. The door is right there. The path is in front of you. Source is calling you forth and is telling you, go. I've got your back. I've got your back. Why are you sitting there? Why are you sitting there? I've got your back. I've lit the way for you. It's right here. You have the light. You have the light already. Now go through the door. Go through the door. Stop sitting on your butt and go through the door. Take back your power. We've forgotten that we control ourselves. Right? Okay. All right, messages. Of course, I love you. I need your help right now. Yeah. I want to be free. Wow. Talking. How can I face you? Oh, hey, you okay? I'm sorry. I'm not happy. I feel like I'm losing my mind. I can't be mad at you. I'm mad at myself. And don't take it personally. So yeah, masculine is latching out, feminine or vice versa, whatever. Don't take it personally. Don't get in your fifis. It has nothing to do with you. It really doesn't. It really doesn't. Okay. Whoa. All right, let's get some messages from Source. I need to switch up my cards. I think it's time. I need some new cards. If anybody sees anything that looks interesting that I might be interested in, send me an email. I'm on the hunt for some new cards. Not that I don't have like hundreds of cards already. I need some new ones. Oh, shoot. I said need. Ah! Okay, sorry. I'm in a weird energy today too, guys. Today was like Monday number 2. Anyway, so Illumination, this is big because this goes right in line with everything I've just said about the path literally being illuminated for you. It's right there in front of you. It's time to go. It's time to go. It's time to go. You know, you have to trust that you know what's best for you. Trust your own understanding. Trust yourself. Trust your inner voice. Trust that Source is leading you where you need to go. Okay? And once you do that, that's when the new beginnings come. That's when the things that you were manifesting come to you. That's the law of attraction. Okay? You're manifesting your abundance. It's there, right there. Take it. Just go through that door. Yeah, your hard work is paying off. Advice. Hard work's paying off and it's time to take action. Bingo! It's time to take action. Go forth and do the things. And just know that you and your loved ones are safe. No matter what happens, don't worry about it. Everything's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. Okay? Alright guys, I hope this has helped. If it has, please like, share, subscribe. See you guys later. Bye-bye.